Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I've missed you too, but God was just giving me another testimony to share with you guys sometime in the future. But today guys, we want to talk about God's mercy. Now, you usually hear about God's grace, you usually hear about God's love, His unconditional love for His people. You hear about mercy too, but for some strange reason, there isn't as much emphasis on mercy as there is on grace or love. And today I want to look into that, because as I share my testimony with you today, it really is a testimony of God's mercy towards me. Now, the Bible has many instances of mercy and where God is showing His mercy to His people. And one of those instances that I'm going to share with you is from King David in the time that he was reigning. And this story can be found in 2 Samuel 24. In 2 Samuel 24, David was actually counting the fighting men, and he was counting the fighting men because God's anger had increased against Israel, and he ordered David to take a census of all of the people that were fighting. And when the census was taken, it was found that 1.2 million men were dedicated to fighting in all of Israel and Judah. And David was very sad about it. And God said to David, you have three options. One, you can get 3 years of famine, yes. 3 months of fleeing from your enemies while they pursue you, or 3 days of plague in the land. And what David said in verse 14 is just beautiful to me. It says, and I'm reading NIV, right, from the NIV version. It says, David said to God, I am in deep distress. Let us fall into the hands of the Lord, for His mercy is great. But do not let me fall into the hands of men. And so what God decided to do was that He allowed a plague to fall upon the lands of Israel and Judah for 3 days. And verse 16, when the angel stretched out his hand to destroy Jerusalem, the Lord was grieved because of the calamity, and said to the angel who was afflicting the people, enough, withdraw your hand. The angel of the Lord was then at the threshing floor of Araunah the Jebusite. And to this I just say amen. I mean, in this story is sure destruction coming upon these people. And because God was so grieved, He just said to the afflicting angel, enough is enough. Withdraw your hand. And the next person in line, literally on his property, right beside him, right beside the plague about to fall on him, was Araunah the Jebusite. And in this story, I am in this story. My testimony is in this story because I woke up one Sunday morning only to hear that I had 7 seizures the night before. Now, the only time I remember having seizures was when I was a toddler. When I was like 2 to 4, I had seizures, but that was it. No more seizures, no brain damage, nothing. No illness, no major illness, a little flu here and there. No major illness up to this point. To wake up and to hear that I had 7 seizures, there are so many things going through my mind. One, what happened? Where did these things come from? 2, does this mean that I'm going to start having seizures again? From that time I was 4 or 2. 3, I've just been married for 8 months. What is happening? Like, I can't be sick right now. 4, work. What am I going to do about work? 5, what am I going to do about church? And the list just kept going on and on and on. And it was just a devastating time. I mean, I had, for 3 months, I had been in and out of the hospital for 2, 3, 4 times. At one point, I was even in the intensive care unit. I had to resign my job. I couldn't do anything for myself, hardly do anything for myself. I couldn't remember anything. Even I couldn't drive, even something as simple as taking a walk. I couldn't do that by myself, couldn't do that unattended. And I remember one day when I was getting better, David and we took a walk in our community. And by the time I got home, I had to just go straight to bed because I was so exhausted and weak. And that same night, I had a seizure. So I could not, for those 3-4 months, do anything like normal. I couldn't just go through, even when I was getting better, I couldn't go through the day without sleeping. I had to stop and take a nap. I was just out of it, just out of it. No doctor can explain what's happening to me. None of the medications working. The other day I was going through my medicine cabinet and I found one of the medications that I was taking, and for the day I would take 1,500 milligrams of that medication, and that was only one medication of 6 that I was on at that time. Now I am just on one medication, and the one medication for me is like water because I am so good. I mean, I exercise every single day now. My memory is back. Everything is back. God just restored. It's like God just said in the middle of that chaotic situation, enough. Withdraw your hand. And it is because of God's mercies that I'm here today and I can share this testimony with you. I mean, I have written all of the details of my testimony in a book. It's called Beautiful Sepulchres. It is on Amazon now, available for sale. The description or the link is in the description box. So you can click on the link and purchase the book and just hear about how God restores from nothing. You can just hear about God's mercy and you can just speak into your situation, into your life, whatever is going on, and God will come through for you. Lamentations 3:21-23 is just one of my absolute favorite scriptures. And one of my favorite hymns is hymn 100, Great is Thy Faithfulness. That's the hymn that was actually sung on my wedding day. That's just my favorite hymn because I believe that it is really God's faithfulness towards us that causes us to be alive today. Just as in David's time, how God's mercy stopped at the feet of this man called Arona, and the Bible called his name because it's significant that our God, the great God of the universe, the creator of heaven and earth, would be so grieved by our afflictions, by the things that we're going through, that he commands it to stop right there. So today I'm going to close with Lamentations 3:21-23, and I'm reading from the New International Version. It says, "Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for his compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." The King James Version says, "It is of the Lord's mercy that we are not consumed. His compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is thy faithfulness. That's what the King James Version says. My friends, God loves us. I don't know how to put it, but He loves us. And every day that we wake up, it is God's mercy being extended to us. Let us make a valiant effort to show our love for God by giving Him our lives, renewing ourselves to Him, recommitting ourselves to Him daily, moment by moment. Because I don't know about you, but when I realized that in my experience, 3 months going with having seizures almost every day, right? And waking up one day to no seizure Monday, no seizure Tuesday, no seizure Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Listen, God be praised. It is because of His mercies that we are not consumed. Let us just walk in purpose with the love that God has given us, for the many provisions that God has made for us. And remember that God chose you to be His friend. Please choose God as your friend today.